Hi, everyone. Welcome back to State of the State. I'm your host, Morgan C. Mullings, and today I have a special guest. His name is Tom Stebbins, and he is the Executive Director of the Lawsuit Reform Alliance of New York. I know him because he submitted an op-ed to us just last month, and so we're going to talk to him a little bit about it. Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. Great to be here.
Yeah, so what is the Lawsuit Reform Alliance, and why are you so focused on civil justice reform in New York?
Well, the Lawsuit Reform Alliance of New York is a collection of associations, grassroots members, all sorts of New Yorkers who are concerned about New York's liability environment. And for good reason. New York's liability environment is one of the most expensive in the world. We pay more for our medical liability, we pay more for construction, we pay more in our taxes, all due to our liability environment.
I see. So your op-ed that you sent to us was about liability laws and the reform of it. Why is it so much more expensive and so unique compared to other cities?
Well, first and foremost, we have more attorneys than anywhere else. And because we have more attorneys, we have more lawsuits. And because these lawsuits are often profitable, those attorneys then plow the money back into our political system to pass laws that make it easier and more profitable to sue. And because of that, just about everything anybody purchases is more expensive, whether that's a medical bill or whether that's the cost of a bridge in New York.
Right. And I remember in your op-ed you talked a lot about scaffolding laws and certain laws that are meant to reform and make things safer that you've seen and believe actually might be making things more unsafe. So, what about the liability laws do you think needs to be changed specifically so that we can have civil justice reform and make it safer to operate here in New York?
Well, one of the laws you mentioned, the scaffold law, is problematic because it essentially says that an injured party, no matter what, is not responsible for their injury. So, one of the things that we're advocating for is making liability proportional to fault, which is the way that it is done in every other state. It's the way it's done in every other country. And it's the way it's done in almost every other aspect of our civil justice system. So that would be an easy fix. The scaffold law only exists in New York. It's wildly expensive. It's not making anyone safer. So we do need to fix that. And that would be number one. Also, simple things like trespasser responsibility. You're liable if somebody breaks into your home and injures themselves. That's lunacy. We should fix that as well. And then there's a lot of smaller things. For example, right now in New York City, we have all sorts of small businesses getting sued under the Americans with Disabilities Act. And this is a huge issue for me. My brother's a quadriplegic. I understand the need for it. But the problem is it's being abused. We have attorneys who are now suing every business on the street, and they're also suing every business online, alleging that their websites aren't compliant with the ADA. And so this is something that we believe you can fix simply with a 60-day cure period. Give businesses 60 days to fix the website, to fix the liability or fix the accessibility problems. And then we actually get more accessibility, not just payouts to lawyers that are filing all these cases.
Oh, thank you, Tom. I really appreciate you coming on the show, and I definitely am excited to see more of your work at the Lawsuit Reform Alliance. This is definitely an issue that we haven't covered in detail, and so that's why I was so happy to have you here. So best of luck to you, and I hope you come back to the show.
I'd love to. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, thank you everyone for tuning into State of the State. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.